Is this the pre-show?
Yeah.
I was just saying, I thought he was killing a motherfucking fly. I looked up like, damn.
We don't mess around.
Yeah.
All right, man. You know what I'm going to smoke on the show?
What's that, sir?
I'm going to smoke that one I've been saving since you said it was so good.
Ooh. That's a beast now.
Now, is that the
Harfin.
Harfin.
Old Norse for Raven.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. How to get my top 6.
Hey, you got something to drink?
Nope.
Luke, you want to run in and get Bryant a tea? You
He's
didn't
like,
hear
no.
him say yes, but he's going.
He's like, no, but.
I guess. Oh, man. So, I got the interview with Bradley from Alec Bradley.
Uh-huh.
That was good. And then I got another interview with Monte Warden, musician. Just released a jazz album. And then I've got an interview tomorrow with a PI.
Private investigator?
Yeah. Her and her partner do a true crime podcast called The Ivy League Murders.
You didn't find your fluid?
No, I don't know if I'm out or if I threw it away or what. Hey, I got matches.
What we gonna use? I sure thought this had fluid.
I got a couple of lighters in my car that have got fluid, but I don't have my shoes on. Oh, whoa. Let me light my matches. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get too far ahead.
And I had to take those off my wife. She had those in her emergency drawer.
Uh-huh.
So now I owe her 2 boxes.
If using one, you got to pay back 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is right on time.
You know what? This
Thank
draw.
you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Hey, this draw right here is one of those draws that it's almost tight,
But it isn't.
but it's perfect.
Yeah. And
You know what I
that's
mean?
Mine was. I was like, this shit is perfect. Did Pepper hit your ass out the gate? It hit me out the gate. I was like, damn.
Nice retro, nice smooth. Oh. Yeah, I like that retro hell, man. That is tasty. Mucho gracias,
Thank you.
senor.
I appreciate you. Even though your dad made you.
Hey,
I really appreciate it.
tips in the mail. Oh.
What the fuck is this called? A Buckeye steak?
What?
That cigar I smoked them.
That's
Buckeye?
It's just the Buckeye from
Buckeye.
Southern Draw.
Yeah, from Southern Draw.
Yeah.
Buckeye.
Is that one of your top?
Yeah. I smoked my 3 this week. Gonna be both the firecrackers. Correction, it's gonna be the Perdomo firecracker, the Buckeye, and that ESV.
Hey, let's try to get your mic tuned in right quick. Luke says that my mic is tuned in perfectly, and whenever you're on and he's on, it's just half-ass.
What, this mic is?
No, my tuning.
Oh, your tuning? Yeah.
We just listened. I said I thought he sounded just like he always sounds.
But
See, you sound good right there.
my thing is, I'm gonna agree with
Him.
you.
You know what? We both wore lighter
Like the
shirts,
shirts,
so
yeah.
people might not be able to tell us apart.
The fuck they won't. This tan is perfect. Oh man, what was weird to me today? I saw. I got me some baked chicken, and I saw the
Baked chicken?
Yeah, the UP was going down South First, North
Where'd
First.
you get baked chicken?
Golden chick.
Golden chick.
Yeah,
Why'd you get baked?
because that's all I eat is.
You know,
baked
they
chicken.
actually have good baked chicken.
Yeah, it is.
Because the skin is crispy.
Yes.
A lot of places give you baked chicken and it's just dry.
It's more than dry. Sometimes it ain't even cooked all the damn way. But yeah. But my thing was, I saw the UP coming through, and they had a double pig tray. 2 pig trays together. That thing had almost 150 cars.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now, man.
I was like,
dude, we're doing it too.
Y'all are?
Dude, we do it with coal trains. We got 2 coal trains running together.
How many pieces of power y'all got in there?
There's 2 on the head end, 3 in the middle, and 2 on the rear.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's 32,000 tons.
Yes.
How you like to be? Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. We do empties.
Oh, like that.
So it's not 32,000 tons.
I would say, because if that's a load, man, I wouldn't want to be the engineer on that one, bro. Woo, no, I wouldn't want to be the conductor on that one.
But I do know that we've done loaded sand trains that way.
Oh, God.
So
that sand is terrible.
Yeah,
man.
it's the same thing. I mean, it's heavy.
If it rains, it gets heavier.
No, they're enclosed.
They covered because we used to have them uncovered in the open hoppers. And
this is high dollar sand.
Oh, okay.
This is frac sand.
My fault.
Yeah, it's all right. You don't know about that.
My fault. That shit rain, it get heavier. Like, damn.
Dude, that wrapper is nice too.
Told you.
Dude.
They hit a home run in that damn thing.
The Hierophant.
Damn near a grand slam.
Yeah, I like it.
I say it was two men on base and they hit that home run. I ain't gonna give it a grand slam yet. I got to get one more just like that. The first one I had, then I'll say it.
Hey, so are you ready to hear our opening song?
Uh-oh. You haven't disappointed yet, so yeah.
Hold up.
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill.
Dude, that is some West Texas hillbilly music right there.
I got scared with the banjo. I started looking for a damn
pistola.
Yeah. And then he said the horns on his Silverado grill. Okay. All right, bruh.
Well, last week we did the Sanford and Son theme.
You big dummy.
Dude, my favorite character on that show was Grady.
Grady was cool, man.
Grady was smooth.
Him
always taking a
great googly muggly.
Hey, always drinking the Ripple.
Yep. And then when Red Fox went to do that movie, he became the house mender for a season. I don't think Fred would like that, Lamont.
Yeah. I forgot about those.
Yeah. Man, I love, dude. What is it called?
What were the 2 cops' name?
Smitty and Hoppy. Smitty and Hoppy.
Smitty was his
cool as hell. He was the one when Hoppy, he said, what did he say? What was it?
Now, which one was the white one?
Hoppy.
Okay. Well, Hoppy wasn't cool and smooth.
Smitty was.
Okay, because Hoppy was like as straight.
Yeah.
Uneducated streetwise as you could get.
And Smitty had to, he started talking and everybody looked at Smitty like, what?
He had to translate.
He had to be the translator for him. I love that show, man.
So, Jay sent me a message. They said August 1st.
Yeah.
So, we're going to announce it.
Okay. Are we going to be there for the opening?
I'm sure we will.
I'm talking about this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what day of the week it's on or anything. Have you looked?
That would be a Saturday, I think.
If it's no, that'd be Friday.
No, Friday is the 31st because 30th or the 31st. It's either Saturday or the Sunday. calendar. Yep, it's that Saturday. Friday is the 31st. Okay. Saturday is the 1st. What freaking doctor's appointment is this one?
Dude, I saw a meme today.
Uh-huh.
It was a bashing cowboy meme, but it was still funny, dude.
Which one was it?
So it showed a picture side by side, and it had Dak and Pat Mahomes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He said, "I'm the greatest quarterback ever
in the NFL."
Or in the NFL. And
like,
Pat Mahomes like,
really?
No. And then he says,
"I'm the greatest in the
NFC."
Yeah.
And then Russell Wilson said no. And then he said, in the NFC East.
Yep.
And what's his name?
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, what's his Carson Wentz said no. And he said, well, at least I'm the best QB on the Cowboy team. And Dalton's like, LOL. Dude, that was. Oh, somebody posted that in the Discord today.
Yeah,
that's what
where
it was.
I saw it. I was like, I know Rob
hey,
ain't
did
seen
you
this
see?
yet.
Somebody on Discord said, I think what y'all should do on the show is like a blind cigar review.
We did that
y'all
before.
Both, yeah, we have done it before.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying listeners send in cigars with no bands on it. And I said, we could get Bryant to do that.
No, you can't.
I was like,
I can't be. No.
I was like, he said, because then you won't know if you're getting a gem or a dog rocket. And I was like, you know what? Bryant do that because I've had my fair share of dog rockets and I ain't doing it no more. So, are you up for that?
No.
Okay.
Because it may not be a dog rocket. It may be something straight out of Colorado.
Well, he said he was going to send in a couple of backwoods.
Oh, he can't do that. Can't do that at all. Was this Nick?
No, you know.
Or Gator?
Neither one. It was actually, let me look up and see who it was. So I talked to so many people earlier today. Oh, it was the Kayak Cowboy. Let's see. All right, let's see. See what everybody else is smoking. Oh, there's a My Father Leaves You 1922.
Yeah, what's the name? Said he going all out today.
Dave?
Yeah.
He was smoking some gems.
Yeah.
Who smoked that Gatekeeper? Journey Through the Leaf.
You and this craziness.
All right.
Nope.
Oh, so tomorrow morning I have an interview with a private eye that does a podcast I told you on the Ivy League murders.
Yeah.
So it's murders that all went to different Ivy League schools.
Murders or murderers?
Both.
Damn.
No, the people who do the murdering
murderers
are the Ivy Leaguers.
Or the Ivy Leaguers.
And then Saturday I have an interview with a comedian. Nobody you know.
Yeah. You don't know that.
Christine Hall.
Hell, I don't know that.
See, that's what I know what you know.
You think you know what I know.
You just don't know what I know.
What I know.
Hey, I know everything I want to know.
That's the thing.
I know more than I want to know.
Sometimes.
Well, it was interesting because I talked to that private eye last night and she thought, well, we were just going to have a consultation to let her know how it would go.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, shoot, let's just do it. Let's go. And then she's like, oh, no, I got to be prepared, blah, blah, blah. And so then we chit-chatted for a while, and I recorded all of it. But then I got off on a wild rant, and then I was like, nah, that's not going to work.
I'm done with that.
You know, I mean, when I start ranting and I know it's not going to go, then I just
end it.
Yeah. So, but it was funny because she was saying, like, she had to get dressed up kind of provocative to go see an inmate in prison, trying to get information out of him. But he caught on to what was going on, and he was like, I don't know why you're in here. I like fat chicks. She was like, dang, talk about your ego.
Yep, gone.
An inmate won't even.
Man, I like fat chicks. Who are you? Who bought this chicken wing up in there? I want a thigh. A big breast. Big breasts.
So how's everything been going, man?
Man, this stuff is so smooth right now. And I'm taking it just how it's going, too. I'm not arguing, not complaining, not saying nothing. I'm just sitting back, okay.
You know, hear me tell you what?
What?
Yesterday I was saying something to my son, and you know what he said?
What's that?
Okay. And it hit me.
What was that?
That he finally learned how to shut me up.
Just agree.
Instead of arguing, just goes, okay.
Okay.
Now, when he said it, I had that feeling of like, he don't care what I'm saying. He just, but I got to tell you, dude, I went down to the pharmacy today with me and my wife, went through the drive-thru, and we got there. They didn't have our order ready. Mm-hmm. And they usually do. We go to McCoy's. Dude, they're gangbusters. But anyway, they had some issues, and so I was like, well, we got to run a couple of errands. We'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
So we come back, and the manager came to the window and was like, oh, we're so sorry. This is what happened. And he started giving this long explanation of what was going on. Uh-huh. And out of nowhere, the words came out of my mouth that said, we got it.
I ain't trying to hear this. We got it. Just bring my drugs, man.
It's like, and then after I said it, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Because now he gonna admit, what were you looking for? An antibiotic?
Oh, dude, my wife was
Oxy.
like, that was rude. And I was like, I didn't mean it rude. I just meant,
dude, you're rude. You're rude. We were in McDonald's drive-thru one night. He ordered the what was it? The double cheeseburgers? No, triple cheese. Two triple cheese for you, one double for me. We get up there. The guy says, "Sir, it's going to be a minute. Can you pull forward?" Nope.
My son's laughing because he's been with me when I do that.
Yeah, I was like, you do know they are making the food, right? He's like, I don't care. I'm not pulling up. I was like, I worked at McDonald's. I've seen that drop special.
Hey.
I was like, damn.
I don't understand that. You go pull over there and I'll get back to you when I want to. No, I'm in line.
He was just like, nope, and turned forward.
No. They always say this. Excuse me, sir? Yeah, I'm not moving.
No, you didn't even say. He didn't even ask that.
Well, usually they ask.
He didn't even ask. He was just, it's like it caught him off guard. He was like, damn, he said no. He said no. And he's still sitting there. And you didn't move. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to eat this hamburger.
Hey, you know what? I just don't like that whole routine.
He killed me. He's like,
hey,
nope.
There was nobody even behind us.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But it was just the point.
Here's the thing. If I look in the rearview mirror and there's no cars, why do I need to pull up?
You're definitely not moving in.
No. If there's just one car,
you're not moving.
No. Now, if it's stacked up, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to inconvenience all those people. Yeah. But
If it's
why
just-
are they inconvenience me, making me pull over here, park, and then they bring me the food, and then I got to back out, take a chance on rear-ending somebody? No, thank you.
That's why they got nope.
Not happening.
That killed me, man. I was like, does he know that they're making the food? They're making the food.
Oh, man, hang on a second. Hey,
That was so funny to me, man.
Hey, did we pick bourbons on the radio last time? We didn't, did we?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
No,
did.
not on the radio.
Yes, you
We
did.
did? No. That's on this week's podcast.
It was on the radio first. It was on the radio.
Was it on the radio? I wasn't here.
It's all right. It's all right. We can go over the bourbons again.
Well, I mean, we don't want to do that 2 weeks in a row.
His new knife.
I showed it to him. He said it's pretty sharp, and then I shaved my arm with it to show him it was real.
You ain't got to, dude. It's a knife. It has a point. I'm good.
Hey, man, I was watching these clothes that are actually cut-proof.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it said stab-proof, too. I don't buy that.
It is because they have it in the prisons.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't have bulletproof vests in the prison. You have staff-proof vests in the prison.
Why can't you have both?
Nobody's shooting you.
Well, if they get my partner's gun.
Your partner doesn't have a gun in the prison. The only
Oh.
people with guns are on the towers.
Oh. I've seen those guys.
Yeah, my daughter was one of those guys.
They're just sitting up
Yeah.
there like, am I going to shoot somebody today?
Just try to jump the
Yeah.
fence.
Because I've been bored up here for like 32 years. I'm ready. Have you ever been to Huntsville State
Yep.
Prison? They got horses out there.
They make our plates there too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
So I went to Huntsville Prison when I was about 2.
I went there 6 years ago when my daughter graduated from the
I went
Sergeant's
there for the
Academy.
prison rodeo.
No, I went to see her graduate the Sergeant's Academy.
You know who was singing there? Merle Haggard. I know you don't care, but Merle Haggard's a big deal for me. You think that's funny? Let me tell you something.
I just know where I'm at. I know I'm in Texas.
That's right. You are
I
in
just know I'm
Texas.
Texas.
So, but no, we went to a Merle Haggard. My parents took me to see Merle Haggard at a penitentiary rodeo. Like, did you ever see that movie Stripes? Stir Crazy. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
With Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder at the rodeo. What did they do? They escaped.
Now, didn't Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder do more than that one
Silver
movie?
Streak.
Okay. What else?
Stir Crazy, Silver Streak, and it was one other.
Yeah, wasn't it like there was one where it was a toy?
No, Gene Wilder wasn't in there, but Richard Pryor was the toy. And they say that is the second most racist movie ever made.
Behind Blazing Saddles. Which I wasn't a big fan of the toy movie, but I'm a big fan of
I love
Blazing Saddles, man.
dude. I still got that on DVD. I bought another DVD to have
my
that.
buddy who is going to be on the show like next week or the week after, Jake the Snake Killer. Anyway, he's from Kansas City.
Missouri or Kansas.
I don't know.
See, that's the problem.
But no, it's not a problem because
It is.
either way,
Two different mindsets.
no.
Two different
I only
mindsets.
have one mindset.
You're not from Kansas City.
I know, but if
He's
you watch
from-
Blazing Saddles,
Oh,
Kansas City faggots.
Yep.
Oh.
I
Dude.
love Raiders Shower.
Dude, when those dudes
That
were
couldn't-
working on the railroad,
Oh, and then he said, "Won't you sing me one of them good old Negro spirituals?" I don't get no
Hey.
kick from champagne, pure
Hey,
alcohol.
and who was that guy in the black outfit that said that? He was somebody that
yeah,
we
he
knew.
was. Because Slim Pickens was the foreman. I can't think of dude's name. And he said, because on the back of the end of my DVD, you know, they have excerpts and all this other stuff.
Oh, really?
He was talking about, he said, when I read the script and it said I had to say the N-word, he said, I looked at Mel Brooks like, you trying to get me killed?
On set.
He said, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. He said, Cleavon Little, who played Sheriff Bart, looked at him like, gave him that eyebrow. He said, no, he said, can I, some other word? He's like, nope.
Yeah.
I love that movie, man.
I haven't seen that
movie
in years.
Harvey Korman?
Yeah.
Hitler Lamar.
I'll tell you some movies that I saw. I was watching a documentary, and it was a lot of black history throughout the documentary, but they had different movies. Dude, you forget how freaking good Sidney Poitier was,
don't
man.
forget.
I know, but
Dude,
you just forget about those classics until someone mentions them.
I will watch The Heat of the Night.
Oh, dude.
Twice a month.
I was going to tell my son, you got to watch this movie with me.
And the only part, the best part of this movie is when they go to, I can't think of his name, in his mansion. And he was in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And he said, after all the talk, because, you know, Sidney Poitier was asking questions, trying to figure out, then the guy realized, you think I had something to do with that? And he's like, well, he started rubbing the dirt. He said he walked over there and he slapped Sidney Poitier. Pow! Sidney Poitier slapped him back. Pow!
Oh, yeah.
He looked, he said,
aren't you going to do something?
He said, I don't know.
That was a classic.
That was classic.
Now, the other classic.
Hold up, wait a minute.
All right.
When he walked out and the chief followed him out, and you remember the servant had came with the lemonade and he saw what happened, he looked at this mask, he said, I was like, yes.
Hey, so to me, one of the pivotal moments when you see the police chief finally got it.
Yep. Finally
and
got
that
it.
was when he, all the way at the end, when
Yep.
he took him to the train station. Because he handed his bag, he starts to walk away, and then he turns around and he says, take care of yourself.
Yep.
And the
Virgil,
guys,
take care of yourself up there.
yeah. Dude, that was a great film.
Because it was, man. It was conflict throughout the entire film. Because Virgil was getting ready to leave. He's like, forget it, I'm gone. And then the mayor's like, you better go get him. You better go get him. Because if you don't, this won't get solved, and you may not have a job.
Now, another clip of another movie that I saw, and I've seen the movie, but I don't remember the name of it. But it was not Cary Grant. Who's one of those other famous dudes?
Rock?
No.
Cary Grant, Rock, Gene Hackman.
No. Gene Hackman, dude. Gene Hackman's way younger than those guys.
Oh, well,
Gene. No, you're on the right path though. Gene.
Gary Cooper.
No.
The one from the Christmas movie. Jimmy, what's his name?
No, Stewart. No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm lost now.
If I told you his name, you'd know. But anyway,
Bob Hope. Bing Crosby.
You're not giving me much to go on. It's a white guy. So it's a white guy and a black guy. They both bust out of prison. And the white guy treats him like a third-rate citizen.
Yeah, and they still chained, shackled.
Yeah. And then by the end of the movie, they were like tight as thieves.
because they had to go through all that stuff together, and they couldn't get away from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then even when they could, if you remember, the black guy made the train, and he was running, and he was like, I can't make it. And he fell off, and the black guy jumped.
Yep.
He could have got away.
Could have kept going.
Right. And there was some very interesting feedback on that, because one perspective was, why did they have the black guy jump off to go basically make sure the white guy was okay?
I don't know how many movies you've seen where it's always the white guy reaching down to the black guy, and they say he was always looking up to a white savior, right? This was the reverse. He was stuck. He'd fail. He was going to get caught.
Right.
He was done. All he had to do was keep going, but he thought past that. He thought past that. He realized everything they had gone through. And he wasn't the person that he was when they first started on that damn journey.
True.
And he's like, I can't leave him like that. It's hard. It was a hard look for people back when it came out.
Now that was the end. We
Yeah.
don't know if they actually got caught.
I don't
think we know. But anyway, if I knew they were going to get caught, I'd been like, dude, Bryant.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I ain't going to prison for nothing.
Damn.
Hey, I was trying to help you.
Damn.
Hey, tell everybody about your new stickers.
Yeah, I have to, because shit, you left me out there. Damn. Brand new stickers.
No, the camera's over here.
I see. I'm turning them toward
What's it say?
Doing good. Doing good.
See,
the truth.
I don't
man.
leave you hanging. I got you.
I see. You definitely did, because you blessed me with this.
Oh, yeah. Show these.
Yes, sir.
All right. You got the timer ready?
What the hell are we talking about?
We're going to talk about our pick six.
Okay.
You got yours?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have mine. Dude, I'm not a fan of the new thing they got going on over here.
Oh, what?
I'm going to have to go way back.
Way back.
On
Back
IG,
into
instead
time.
of having like the notification heart, now they've got a store button. I'm not buying nothing on Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, I smoke a lot of medallions.
Yeah, like the one you had over with your 45 today.
Was that today?
Yeah, I'm looking at, because you told me to look, and I was like, oh, look.
I think that was yesterday.
Oh. Well, I saw it today.
Gotcha.
Pure alcohol doesn't thrill me at all.
All right. I got my...
So I get a kick out of you. You got me singing that damn song. It's in my head now.
I ain't got you singing that. You started singing that on your own.
No, you brought it up. I got stuck.
All right. So the 13 minutes, part of that is going to be Jay's commercial. And you know what? I think we're going to hit Jay's commercial on the first and third segment.
Okay.
Just to reiterate.
Gotcha.
Dude, this week's show's actually been kicking butt, man. Okay. All right, so the first segment's going to be, you got a question?
Yeah, make sure you mention the actual podcast at the end of everything.
Yeah, you need to remind me that every time.
Yeah, so make sure you say it. So you remind me.
All right. We got to start mentioning the podcast.
Okay.
So people who listen to radio will know that we have a whole nother show.
Gotcha.
One of the reasons we're doing this.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Land shark.
Okay. I want to hit, well, I guess we're already recording.
Yep.
So, well, yeah, you got to start the timer.
I know, tell me when.
Oh, and I'm already recording too, so, duh. All right, here we go.
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
And I buy the bar a double round of Crown and
All right, I
everybody.
messed it up. Stop it.
Sure did.
That's not where we're supposed to start it. It's supposed to start at 7. There we go. Here we go. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3.
To the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill.
You know that's good stuff right there, brother. Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We got co-host Bryant Falconer in the studio. How you doing today, Brian?
Hey man, I'm doing good.
So what are you cracking up over there about?
Man, it's the music, bro. The music.
That was a little Rob Jones twist. Not a lot of Bryant. Not a lot of Bryant.
You don't say. You lost me with the banjo, bro.
Hey man, I dig the banjo.
Hey.
There's some banjo music I dig. I'm gonna steer clear from Deliverance.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You start looking for the river and like, no, here we go.
Squeal like a pig. So hey, anyway, let's talk about what we're smoking.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Man, I'm smoking a gift from you, brother. Lindea number 2, Gomez Sanchez McAuliffe.
Yeah, McAuliffe cigars, dude.
Man, it's worth it. It's worth everything that is talked about, everything that is said about it.
I think it's a value cigar.
It is, man. The taste, the construction, the retro hell is just it's not overpowering. It is the perfect, it lets you know it's there, but then you can taste the complexities in it. This is a bad stick, man.
Yeah, I think it's a value stick, and I'm not 100% sure on the price, but I want to say it's like $11. And to me, it's a value because to me, that's a luxury cigar.
For what you get, yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
So anyway, I am smoking a Blackbird. I'm smoking the Harfin.
Say it again.
Harfin.
What does that mean?
That is the crow.
No, the Raven.
No, the Raven.
Yes. Old Norse for the Raven.
Well, I can tell you this. This is the first time I've had this cigar.
And how is it, bro?
Lights out. Dude, this wrapper is just golden.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's like a dark tan. It's got a nice thick wrapper on it. It's oily, and I'm enjoying it.
It's a work of art. It really is. It's
really
beautiful.
is. And I tell you what, it's for me, it's a medium. It's not getting
overpowering.
crazy.
Nope.
It's just a nice, good smoke.
What about that retro hell,
dude? The retro hell is amazing. Dude, I mean, usually I do like maybe 2 to 3 retro hells on a cigar. I think I've done 6 on this one already.
Because you taste all the complexities in it, and it doesn't hit you hard. It just it's mellow all the way through, and that retro hell gives you the complexities, the taste. You can like, oh man, what's that? And what's that? And it's just perfect straight through. Blackbird hit it, man.
Yeah, you know what I get from it?
What's that?
Butterscotch.
I didn't get that.
Butterscotch. Something creamy.
It was something creamy, yeah.
It's got some like earthiness to it, but it's so buttery too because it's so creamy. I don't know if it's butterscotch. Might be because I'm drinking some rare breed over here.
And I think that's the reason why.
Well, let me tell you what. This Harfin by Blackbird is going very well with this Wild Turkey rare breed.
Got you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's going to drink that alone from now on. You see that?
Hey, that's how you did it last week.
That was the end.
Yeah, but I had done it the night before all night.
Oh, my God.
Hey, you didn't ask. So, surprise. He didn't know I'd been drinking out of the bottle.
I'm good.
That's classic.
I'm good.
We're bourbon brothers.
For real. For real.
Hey, so let's talk about our top 6 pick 6 this week.
Definitely.
I'm going to let you go first.
Here we go. I'm talking about a blessing that was a gift of both of us from Earl Scott. He gave me and you those Perdomo firecrackers. Man.
Oh, those were great, man. Those were fantastic.
That was a great stick. And it was perfect because I had a short lunch and that small.
Now, you know what? It burned longer than I thought it would.
It did too, because I got back to work and I was like, dog, I still got a little bit more to smoke.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
I
I don't want to
was
get rid of
thinking
this.
like, 15, 20 minutes.
Nope, a little
Dude,
bit
it
longer.
took me a good 30 to 35
Yeah,
minutes.
it was 45 minutes, almost to an hour for
Hey,
me.
well, when I told Schmidt down in Australia
Uh-huh.
how long it took me, he was like, so I could get a good hour out of it.
It probably could. Then the second one was the Buckeye.
Oh, from Southern Draw.
Yes, sir.
Good smoke. Good
I've had
smoke.
this one for about 6 months, man. And I just, bottom of a humidor, I pulled it out. So, yeah, I'm going to smoke this. And my last one was an ESV, Perdomo ESV. So I had 2 Perdomos this week that
Dude,
hit it out the park, bro.
That ESV.
Yes, sir.
That's a good smoke.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me tell you, this week I've smoked a few things that I kind of went back to some of the old ones that I really liked, hadn't had in a while. And so sometimes you get in a rut and you kind of like, smoke the same things.
Yeah.
Even if you're smoking like 5 or 6 cigars, you keep going back to those 5 or
Gotcha.
6. And I had to go back and look at some cigars that I hadn't had in a while. And I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't had that. So the first one is the La Galera Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
Good,
Yes, sir.
creamy,
A
not
great morning stick.
quite a medium
Nope.
Connecticut, but almost a medium. And with the coffee I've been drinking, I had some Costa Rican with it. Perfect. I mean, the cigar's creamy, the coffee's creamy. And when I say the coffee's creamy, that's not cream.
No,
That's
no.
just that Costa
That
Rican
Costa
bean.
Yes, yes.
So anyway, it was good to revisit that cigar. It's been a while.
That's a great pair.
And I'll tell you this, for what is it, $5.75?
Yeah, a
that
stick.
cigar is a bargain.
Yes, sir. Yes,
To
sir.
me, and that cigar was on the top 10 last
Mm-hmm.
top 10 list last year, and so for $5.50,
And people don't know it.
yeah, a lot of people
don't know it.
never heard of
Oh,
it.
no.
And then the next one on my list is the Plasencia Cocheca
Yeah.
146.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
You can't miss with that.
that is another medium, maybe just a little hair over medium, but talk about complexity on the flavor profile. And that's what I find I really enjoy is when I find a cigar that has that medium to medium plus, but all the different flavor profiles rolled into one.
It's your growth.
Yeah.
It's your growth.
Oh.
Because before you was a Super Bowl.
Oh, I
man.
was just smoking Lee Bijou 1922s and
LFDs
Partagas
and
Blacks.
Partagas Blacks. and
Yeah.
Anything to blow your head off.
Right. So it's a journey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, the last one I think is going to surprise you.
Okay.
It is the Flying Pig,
Which one?
the Maduro from Crowned Heads.
What?
Yeah. No, I'm
What?
sorry, Undercrown.
Underground?
Yeah, Undercrown. I said
What?
Crowned Heads.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's a oldie but a goodie,
Yeah,
man.
right? And
Where'd
what's
find
funny
that?
is
Down deep in the humidor?
down deep in the humidor. Let me tell you something too. I'm not really a fan of the Flying Pig sun grown.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of those, and they, they're not bad sticks. They just didn't hit it for me like that Maduro does.
Yes, it's just not your choice. But when that Maduro comes out and you taste the complexities of that, how did it hit you?
Oh, dude! And I was drinking some bourbon with it. I was having the Forester 1910.
That's a
Ooh.
good pairing.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
really,
pairing.
dude. That Forester 1910's been knocking it out of the
Yeah,
park
they,
for me.
they can play off both of each other real well.
Very
Yeah,
nicely. A lot
yeah.
of complexity, and that bourbon is so smooth
Yes.
that you don't really feel like that cigar is overpowering the bourbon. It's right there with it. You know what I mean? So
That's a blessing. That's a blessed pair. I'm going to try that. I got to find me a flying pig first.
one of the last Flying Pigs I had, I got at the Leaf, which was the which one? The Kentucky Fire Cure. Do you like
yeah.
those?
Nope.
You're not a fan.
Nope.
That surprises me.
Nope.
I mean, because you like the Fat Bottom Betty.
I love the Fat Body, Crazy Jane, all of them.
And so I know the Kentucky Fire Cure's not sweet,
Nah.
But that flying pig, have you had the flying pig?
I did.
And
you
didn't
talked
dig
me
it.
into it.
And you didn't dig
and
it.
I did not dig it.
Hey, man, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not for me very often.
But
I'm a fan of the cigar in very small doses.
Gotcha.
And for you guys that might not know, the Kentucky Fire Cured is like smoking a
Open
barbecue
fire. Yeah.
pit fire.
It's open fire.
Mesquite wood or
Yes.
some pecan wood. And, you know, what I'd like to do when I've had like 2 or 3 cigars and I want to like reset my palate, because by the time I'm done smoking 3 cigars in a row, I can't taste anything.
No.
But I can taste that Kentucky Fire Cured.
Yeah. That's
And
that good, the bad, and the ugly there, brother.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I like that. But to me, even in the Kentucky Fire Cured, that flying pig, just something about that, you know, Vitola
Yeah.
makes it, you know, right where I want it to
I
be.
hear you. Okay.
I've tried the other sizes, the Robusto, the Toro.
You don't
and it's
like that?
and, well, they're okay, but the flying pig is where it's at for me.
Okay.
So anyway, speaking of the leaf,
The leaf.
we have some news.
Yes, sir. Bless him with it.
Yeah. So the Leaf is going to be having their grand opening
Grand opening.
August the 1st.
Say that again.
Saturday, August the 1st.
Yes.
Dude, they're going to open the door. Did you see the pictures
Yes.
of the night shot?
Yes. That was so smooth.
Dude, that was
man.
nice.
It's just a different. It's not.
It's a whole new lounge.
Yes.
It's a whole new lounge.
Yes. That's
You
what
know
I was trying to say.
And let me say this. There's 2 people I want to say congratulations to, or 2 groups. One is Corey and Jay.
Yes, sir.
You know what? They've worked their butts off,
Yes, sir.
and they deserve this.
Yes, sir.
But I'm more excited
Hey, talk
about all
about
the
it.
cigar smokers
about it,
that
brother.
just got a new home.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
A blessed
It
new home.
is going to be nice.
have to-
That humidor.
We have to christen it.
Yes.
After christen.
And you know what? I'm thinking that I'm going to christen it with a Padron 1926.
I have a
Well, I don't have it
Aladino.
yet. I don't
have an Aladino patent.
patent.
Yep.
Where'd you get that?
When I went home, the
Really?
Riverman.
Wow. That's like a special edition you can't even get. Yeah,
Yes,
that's,
sir.
That is like the Aristocrat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 9 inches
Yes.
long. Wow.
It's sitting in that humidor, and I was just like, I was thinking about waiting, but no.
I thought you were going to say you were thinking about giving it to me. I just thought that's what you were going to say. My mistake.
You just stole all the life out of me.
I'm just messing with you. You've been saving a cigar. You smoke it. So anyway, for you guys that maybe have not been to the Leaf, starting August 1st, you got to go by and check it out.
Definitely.
Because I love the Leaf already, but it's fixing to be new and improved. They have a humidor that's like 14 by 30,000 square feet. I mean, it's crazy. And it's going to be packed. It's going to be so nice and relaxing. They got a front area where you can sit and hang out and
Yes.
smoke. They got a back area where you can get private in the private lounge. They have
Yes.
memberships that are going to be available. They
Yes.
have lockers that are available.
Yes.
All the pipe tobacco you could imagine. I
And
mean,
he's even ordered new sticks. He had them on the radio today.
yep, that's going to be awesome, man. We'll be right back after the break.
And I was like, does he want me to keep talking?
I
And
want
I was
you
like,
to
no.
go. I was like, that's it.
Shut up.
Hey, we get it.
I got you. We're done.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Can you see the
Yes.
Let me see those matches, bro.
You didn't stop recording.
No.
You remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoon with the little gangster? He kept telling Bugs Bunny, "Shut up, shutting up." I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up. But shut up, shutting up. What was his name?
Louis. Was it Louis?
I can't remember what his name was.
Luke, Google that. Bugs Bunny gangster's name.
Oh, Louis sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. We got to figure that out. We got to record the radio show early next week. We got to do 2 radio shows next week
Okay.
because I'm going to be out of town for 3 days.
Okay.
I'm taking vacation the first week of August.
You just tell me.
All right. Well, what we can probably do is do it regular next week on Wednesday, and then that Sunday, record the regular podcast and
the
a radio
radio.
show.
Okay.
And then I'll be out of town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday. But while I'm up there, I'm planning on going to a new cigar shop in Lake Granbury, and doing a show over there with the guy who got us into McAuliffe in the first place. Al. No, not Al. Dave.
Dave.
It was Dave, and remember Jolly?
I remember the name Jolly. Yeah.
Okay, well, the Lambert.
Lambert. Yeah. Yeah.
So we are gonna. I'm gonna go by there and do a show because he's been open for a little bit, and then COVID kind of kicked their butt.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to open like in March.
Yeah, that's like that one down there not Copper's Cove, Harker Heights, that had moved from Lampasas. He opened right when COVID hit.
Hey, you see when he's talking, you should have the camera on him.
Yeah.
I'm searching what you told me to search.
Multitask. Oh, Rocky.
Rocky and Muggsy.
Right. Yeah, I knew it was I was gonna say Bugsy Malone, but it's Muggsy.
Hey, so have you been watching that Yellowstone I told you to
Not
watch?
yet.
Dude, you
I'm
gotta
still
check it out.
finishing up The Last Dance
Okay.
with Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
It's I actually cut off the end of the last episode before I came over here.
Hey, you like baseball, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you have the MLB pass?
Yeah, I got T-Mobile gives it to us for free.
I got it, baby. I was going to tell you about it in case you missed it.
T-Mobile gives it to us for free.
So I downloaded it, and now we got it in here.
Yeah, I got it on my TV at home too.
Nice.
And I just put my T-Mobile information in there, and it was like, oh, I got it. I have it.
Yeah, I just found it yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, so I was like, sweet.
Yeah, the Cardinals played today. What did they do? Was it San Diego they played? So I can talk Norris to Junior.
Is he a Padre fan?
Everything San Diego.
Everything.
He's a fan.
Did you see that meme I sent him about they opened up the stadium
Yeah.
after or during COVID, and they were like, no, this was during the regular season.
Yeah. Oh, we won 6-3. It was Kansas City, the Royals. 6-3.
Should do 10:30 or 9:30. Is it set for?
Just do it 9:30.
Okay.
That's the time. Is it 9:30 or 9:40?
It says 4:30.
Yeah, no. I thought the second one was 9:40.
I thought it was too.
It is on the.
Yeah. See, you're gonna cut the show short 10 seconds.
And Rob gonna get another call. Your timing is off again. We're gonna need for you to pay attention.
There you go.
What's this segment?
I don't know. I thought we would do cigar movies.
Have you cooked those pork steaks yet?
Oh, dude, they were fantastic. That was just last week.
Told you,
Dude.
was it 5 in there?
It was about 3 days worth.
Yeah, because I opened a pack last night. It was 5, and I made one for me and my wife, and I wrapped
How'd
the
you
other
cook
3.
yours?
I actually, because it was late, so I put them on the George Foreman. But you put them on the grill.
We didn't put them on the grill.
Was y'all baked them?
No.
What?
We put them in the crock pot,
Oh,
poured barbecue sauce all over them, and let them cook for about 8-9 hours.
Oh man, I know those was ooh.
Dude, just poof. In fact, we ate them the first night, and after that, I just shredded them up and put them on 2
pieces of bread.
Well, a po' boy.
It made you a po' boy, po' boy.
Dude, let me tell you something. I make the best barbecue sauce you've ever had.
Nah, you coming up against my grandmother, so it's gonna be hard. Bro.
Well,
it's
all right.
gonna be hard.
Well, you're from St. Louis
Yeah.
too. So, but what I do, have you ever had Sweet Baby Ray's?
No, that's all I use.
Okay, so I take Sweet Baby Ray's.
Which one, the hickory or the brown sugar?
The brown sugar.
Brown sugar, okay.
and I put it in a little. We have these salsa bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in there about that deep, and then I take Tabasco and I put it on top about that thick, and then I stir it up real good, and you got a spicy sweet barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, I put hot sauce, but we are Louisiana hot sauce. We don't use Tabasco. And then I put cayenne in there, and my grandmother taught me to cut up an onion. She said, we cut up an onion, cut up green pepper, and then you saute it in butter, and then you drain it and throw it in there, and you put, because we make pots of this stuff, so I can bring home a jar of it myself. But you let it simmer for about like 30 minutes. That barbecue sauce soaking up all of that stuff. Oh my God, man. She didn't make she made me a cake this last time, so I couldn't get mad. So, but I was bringing back pork steak, so I wanted barbecue sauce, but she made me a cake. So I was like, you know what, shut up and take what you get. And that's what I did. But man, I get a jar of that, and I try to, sparingly use it because the last time I bought a jar back, it lasted me almost 6 months, and I was like, man, I ain't going home for a while. And I was like, I got mad. I called her for the recipe. She told me, she said, baby, I ain't got no recipe. I just put a little of this and a little of that. I'm like, damn.
Dude, do you like red beans?
Man, I love red beans.
You need my recipe for that.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Let me
I
tell you
love red
something.
beans, man.
I live down in Houston.
Uh-huh.
I was in the dispatch center. Mm-hmm. This older black gentleman from Louisiana gave me his recipe after several months of me begging.
Yeah, I know. If it's
because he made them. He made them and brought them to work, and I was just like, dude, I like red beans, and those are taking it to the next level.
Yeah, bruh. I'm going to have to taste that.
First of all, in a pound. Now, we've actually cut back a little bit on his recipe, but a pound of beans, he puts in 2 sticks of butter.
Ooh.
So they're creamy. Ooh. Yeah. And then he puts in a red pepper, a yellow pepper, and a green pepper. Then he cuts up sausage, puts that in there, some jalapenos in there.
You got me now, bruh.
Dude.
Do you know I put jalapenos in my spaghetti when I make spaghetti?
Dude, I do too. I don't do it the way you do it, but when
you
my
don't
wife,
know the way I do it.
Well, I already know because you said you put jalapenos in it. When my wife makes spaghetti, I fix it just like everybody else does, and then I take my salsa and I dump it on top. Except the salsa that I use has habaneros.
No, I use I make my own sauce. Because my grandmother taught me about the stewed tomatoes and everything, your tomato paste, you put your oregano and all that other stuff in there. And then I cut up cocktail onions, the little cocktail onions.
Yeah.
And I cut those up. I cut up green pepper, onion, regular onion, cocktail onion, green peppers, and a jalapeno. And I let it simmer for a little while, then put it in there. And I leave the seeds in there too, because that's where the fire comes from. I took it to a Christmas thing for my parents when I was back home. My mom and my dad, we used to have everybody come over for Christmas. And my grandparents and stuff would be there. And I brought my spaghetti because me and Bryant was together. My son was with me then, and he loved it. So I bring it there, and my mama looked and she said, what's that other green thing in there? I said, that's jalapeno. She said, she said, that must just be for you and Brian. I was like, no, it's for everybody. She said, nah, your grandmother can't have it. My grandmother got a little bowl, one of them little saucerette bowls of it. She ate that. She said, oh, no, she went and got a big bowl.
Nice.
My grandma was like, Granny, she said, Mama, what you doing? She said, oh, this is good. Who made this? She said, it's hot. I was like, Granny, she said, yeah, it's hot. I love that. I put jalapenos in my tuna fish.
I love just about everything hot.
I do. I was raised off hot.
I mean,
everything hot.
If you can put a pepper on it,
I'm going to eat it. If I can put hot sauce on it, I'm going to eat it.
I'll tell you the other thing is I've been taking jalapeno sausage, cutting it down the middle, and I cut it in the same length so it fits on those hoagie rolls. And then while I put those in the air fryer because it crisps them up, I've got the bun split open, buttered, and toasting on the griddle. So you get that crunchy, buttery flavor. And then I take that Sweet Baby Ray with some Tabasco that's spicy. Dude, you bite into it and sauce is just coming out.
Folks don't understand, man. Folks don't understand. It's an art. It's an art to eating good food.
Hey, well, when I was down in Houston, there used to be a place down there that made sausage sandwiches like that. exactly like that, except they were piled high with jalapenos. Dude, they were good.
I would eat that. I would eat that up. I love jalapenos, man. I love them. The hotter the pepper, the better. Now, when you get to the ghost peppers and all that.
No, that's getting crazy.
I like just a little. You put just a little bit, because that's all you need is just a little bit, and it goes a long way. But people want to put the whole pepper and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, you destroying
Like
it because it overpowers the. You don't taste the rest of the
salsa that I have. It's hot to most people. To me, it's just right.
Yeah.
And it's the habanero salsa, but it's not so much habanero that it makes
it overpowers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still got all your tomato flavors.
Yes.
And
you need to taste everything else.
call it the cilantro, onions.
Cilantro is a great spice, man.
Yeah, it is.
Oh God, that leaf is something else. Ready when you are.
All right, man. So
She's still don't know what we're talking about.
let's talk about food and cigars. Like, what's some of your favorite meals to enjoy and then have a cigar?
I got you.
You can wing that, huh?
Oh, most definitely.
All right. Well, I'm going to count to 3, big boy. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have co-host Bryant Falconer in the studio. Let's shift gears here.
Okay.
Both of us would be qualified as really good eaters.
Most definitely. The physique speaks for itself.
That's right. Cigars, booze, and food. I mean, that's the trifecta.
The trifecta.
So let's talk about some meals that you really enjoy and then look forward to that cigar and a bourbon afterwards. Because I know you got a large menu of things that you really enjoy.
Yes.
So lay on some of the ones that are some of your favorites.
One is a area favorite from St. Louis, East St. Louis. And I told you about it before. It's called the Rib Tips.
Okay, yeah.
And I love the way this one place is called the Red Door. It's a tavern that has a barbecue pit store on the back end of it. And they smoke rib tips that are so soft that it's like, I can't explain it. It's just like when you eat it, you're like, oh my God, this is from a pig. But you get that with my grandmother's spaghetti.
What?
Yes, my grandma. Man,
the rib tips with spaghetti.
It's an area thing.
Okay.
It's an area thing.
I'm all ears.
It's just like with us, we eat fish with spaghetti. We don't eat fish with French fries. We eat spaghetti with it. It's an area thing. But you take rib tips, spaghetti, a good bourbon, and when you're done, you have to have a great stick because that's the only thing that will top that entire meal off. The rib tips are the soft, the barbecue part of it gives you the smokiness. So I'm already
and some sweetness.
Then you add the spaghetti, which is more of a it's not just the pasta part of it, it's the makeup of it, the tomatoes, the cilantro, the oregano, all those things mixed together. So your palate is already, rolling. You had a great bourbon with it. And then the last thing, the only thing that can top it off is a good stick. Because you're sitting there waiting on it, and then you sit down and you fire up you a great. And I used to love smoking a Monte Cristo No. 2 with it.
But you've outgrown that.
There you go.
You've outgrown that.
There you go. Well, when I was home this last time, I had that meal, and I had some. I can't think of Wellers. That was
yeah.
I had the Wellers with it, and then I smoked a Padron. A Padron.
Which one?
20th anniversary.
Oh, wow. Nice. Dude, that's the
when
trifecta.
I say I was done, when I say I was done, and then I had to drive home. I had to drive back to my mom's house. I was like,
I just wanted a cot.
That's all I wanted to do. That's all I really want to do is just sit there and say, man, just put me a cot over there in the corner. put the German Shepherd up. Just put me in
I'm
the corner,
done.
and I'm done. It ended a perfect night. It did.
Well, let me tell you one of my favorite
Talk to
meals.
me.
That, you know, I'm no chef. I make simple things with good flavors. And so one of the things that I love to enjoy a good bourbon and a good cigar with afterwards is my barbecue sausage sandwich.
Okay.
And so what I do is, now the sausage, you know, you split it down the middle so you can fold it open.
Okay.
I cut it to length of the poor boy sandwich bread.
Gotcha.
I put that in the air fryer, and that air fryer, you put it only in it for about 4 or 5 minutes, but it crisp up that skin on that sausage.
Okay.
And I get the pepper sausage.
Textures.
Yes.
Yes.
But I like the jalapeno sausage.
Okay. I can dig that.
While that's going on over here, I've got my poor boy sandwich bread. I split it down the middle, butter up both sides, and then I put that on the griddle. And so while that's cooking, I get the barbecue sauce, and I take Sweet Baby Ray's, the brown sugar.
Okay.
And what I do is I put that in a salsa dish, and then I dump in probably about a 1/4 cup of Tabasco.
Okay.
And I mix that really thorough. And so now you have a sweet, spicy, hot barbecue sauce. So now you put it all together. You take that sausage, lay it across that buttered, crispy bun. Then you drizzle that barbecue sauce on it to where you're covering most of it. And then you take a big heaping spoonful and you just douse the rest of it. Then you close it up and there's sauce just coming out of the sides. And let me tell you something. When you bite into that, it is just juicy goodness. It's making you hungry, ain't it? So then, because of that spice and that sweetness, man, I come out here to the studio, the lounge, pour myself a bourbon, light up a good stick, and
you're done.
I'm done.
Done.
Usually I'll fire up some good music, and I just sit out here by myself and enjoy.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of a stick at the end of a great meal, man.
Oh,
it's just it's the icing on the cake. That's what it is. It's the icing on the cake.
Well, you know, you don't even need dessert.
No,
because that is
your dessert.
Yeah, I mean, a good bourbon, that's already making it special. But then when you whip out a good cigar,
it's just I can actually see that. The textures, especially how you said it crisp, the skin on the
and then that bun,
yes,
it's crispy but buttery, and then you got the sauce. And you know, the thing about it is, if you don't toast that bread, then the sauce will make the bread mushy.
Yeah.
And I don't like mushy bread. You know what I mean?
You want to know your bread is still there,
right?
I got you.
Hey guys, so let's shift gears here for a minute and talk about Cigar Talk website. We have all the episodes of Cigar Talk. We actually just released episode 91 this last week. 91, right? So this last week, we had a special guest from the Barefoot Movement, which is a really cool new type of like bluegrass. I mean, I hate to pigeonhole them into one sound because they have so many different sounds, but just great music. So if you guys are interested in listening to other shows that we have, go by cigartalkpodcast.com or cigartalkradio.com, and all of our episodes are listed in reverse order, so the newest one is at the top, and work your way back. And if you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out.
Definitely.
And then also, if you start listening to the podcast, we do a giveaway every week. And so you go by the website and hit the register button. You give us your name and your email, nothing else. We don't want any other information. And we only send emails out about once every 6 months, so you don't have to worry about us cramming your, spam box full. But that's the way we work that. And so we would love it if you went by and checked out the regular show that we do every week. It comes out on Mondays, but you can listen to it anytime because it's available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. I mean, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere for you because, our thing is trying to give what we love to everybody. Take them on that ride, as you said in the beginning. You love that ride, and you want everybody to go with you. You don't want to be on it alone, and that's the way we look at it, man. It's about the community.
Well, and the cool thing is, if you want to go back and listen to some past episodes, you might stumble across some really awesome interviews, because
yes.
we've got interviews with a lot of people from the cigar industry. We just did an interview with the Bradley from Alec Bradley Cigars. We've done Billy and Gus from Viva La Vida Cigars.
Justo.
We've done Justo. We've done Al McAuliffe. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
And so on that platform, we have a little more leeway with the time, so we have time to do interviews. And so that's one of the reasons that we're still going to continue to do the podcast, because we still love getting together with those people and doing shows or having interviews on the show. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to have coming up next. Let's talk about coffee this next go around, because I know I'm a coffee addict. You're a coffee addict. And I can't think of something that's pairs with cigars better than coffee, especially anytime before noon. If you can have a cigar before noon, you should definitely be enjoying a cup of coffee.
That's
Good
a great
coffee.
pairing, man.
Right. Hey, man, we'll be right back after the break.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but you're getting ready.
That's gonna be great.
Hey, I see you winding up.
It's great.
Oh shit! That damn clock. It's something.
Dot. Fill in. He talk about me in the selfies. Look at
Oh, dude, this is the first selfie I've taken.
Look at him. Look
It's
at
the
him.
first selfie I've taken
Look
in
at
forever. Whatever you want to say, big boy.
I can't say anything.
I know.
My son keeps saying, everybody tell me, you look just like your daddy. You're like, I don't look like him. I said, yes, you do. You're going to be pretty forever, boy. He's like, what? You're going to be pretty forever. Shoot. That's how it is. I thought we were going to get a lot of rain today, though.
Dude, we got enough to make it humid, and that's about it.
But it didn't rain out there where I was at.
Oh, really?
We saw the clouds, the lightning and everything, and I was like, oh, is that it? But then when I came in the city, I was like, oh, it did rain. Okay. Water everywhere. The hell you pulling up now? Look, we need the whiteboard again. Yep. So we can write stuff on there. So we'll be prepared.
What are you doing?
So we'll be prepared.
There's a marker on the side of the fridge, right here. I called it a fridge
I know,
because
that's
if I
why
said humidor, he'd be like,
I was just looking at it and said, humidor. I didn't know the fridge was.
He was prepared this time. I'm not saying nothing, bro.
I know you ain't saying nothing.
I'm not saying a word.
I'm horrible at taking. What are you doing?
What do you want to write?
Sit over there. We'll tell you what to write.
Can't read my handwriting.
And what makes you think we can read ours?
Especially not mine. I write like I'm still writing tickets.
I write like I'm in kindergarten.
Folks look at it. I used to get to court and they were like, what? What is all this writing on there? Oh, okay. He was facing west. It was this time. It was raining. I approached the car and he had this. They was like, you wrote all that on? I said, yeah, that's all that space. I had to learn. First time I wrote a ticket and it went to court, I got embarrassed because the judge got up there and his lawyer asked all these questions and I couldn't answer. So my sergeant told me, he was still my FTO, he said, You see all that empty space on the ticket? I was like, yeah. He said, what do you think it's for? I was like, I don't know. He said, come on, Faulkner, think. I said, what? To write? He said, to write what? What happened? Bingo. He said, it doesn't have to look pretty when it's in there. I was like, oh, thank you. From then on, you get a ticket of mine, you're like, man, what the hell is this? All this gibberish on there. But nope, when I got to court, they asked the question, can I see the ticket? Oh, yeah, this happened, that was going on, this is going on. They start looking at me like, okay, we got to find another way to get him now. Yeah, because that was not going to work anymore. Fuck me once. Shame on you. I mean, me. Shoot. Oh, he getting angles now. Look at him. He turning the camera.
I can't hold it the other way.
He getting angles. Look at that. Look like a photographer again.
Yeah.
That doesn't look right. Smile. Move. Ashante. Ashante. Where's the wind? Where's the wind?
Hike that skirt up.
Oh. If you got a skirt, I don't want you to hike it up, bro. Keep it kilt down.
Yeah, I'm sucky at selfies. Oh.
There's something missing
About what?
in here.
What do you mean?
Something is missing. I'm not seeing something. I'm looking around and something is missing.
Like something's been taken away?
Yeah. And I can't put my finger on it. And that is bothering me. Damn, something is missing. The chair is gone.
Well, yeah, we got rid of that a long time ago.
I'm looking, I was like, wait a minute,
Hey,
that's dark
remember
brown.
I asked you
Yeah.
if you wanted it.
I kept saying, I said, like, that's dark brown. It was the light skinned chair. It's gone.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are we going to talk about this
I don't
section?
know.
Oh, you're still waiting on something?
Yep.
What's that say right there?
Very.
Oh, that's that dude that passed away. We talked about him already.
Okay.
Yeah, this was already on
Next. Let me see those matches. So let's talk about travel case. How you travel with cigars?
Okay.
Whether it be a travel case, a humidified bag, or a cigar box.
Okay.
What
13 minutes.
What
yeah.
in your pocket? Well, then we're also going to talk about the leaf again.
Yes, I know that. And the podcast to go out.
And the podcast. So now we did talk on one of our shows about like our two favorite guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yep. He going solid gold on her.
Dude, let me tell you something. Whenever I was, about probably 12 years ago, my daughter used to go, You know what? We'll tell this story on the radio.
All right.
All right. You sure it's 13 minutes? You sure about that 13 minutes? You remember what movie that was from? You sure about those 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah. You sure about those 5 minutes? You sure about those 5 minutes? My cousin Vinny.
I could be wrong. Remember, because he came back and was like, how does your grit?
He said, how in the grit-loving world
do you have magic grits?
In the world, and the laws of physics just disappear in your kitchen.
No, they don't exist
in your kitchen.
And didn't he say, did you get these grits from the same guy that got the Jack and the Beanstalk beans? Jack's magic beans?
See, there's water going into your grits.
Dude, the funniest part of that entire movie was whenever Vinny showed up in the jail cell and his nephew's asleep and the other kid thinks that it's just another guy.
Yeah.
He's like, one way or the other.
You're going to give me what I'm asking for. Wait a minute, what?
Dude, that was the classic.
Hey, Vinny. He's like, huh? No, when the other guy fired his lawyer, and when Vinny asked all them good questions, he's like, I want that guy.
And then the other one was whenever he was like, so my girl beat you in pool.
Yeah.
How much do you owe her? $200.
So you got that $200? Yeah, I got it. Let me see it.
Yeah. No, he goes,
how do I know
that's $200 or just a couple of 20s
and
with
a whole
bunch
lot of ones?
But then he
I got $200.
how about I come up here and beat you in pool or kick the living shit out of you
for that $200. Kick the living shit out of me. I'd like to see that. Oh, you'd like to see that?
No, he says, oh, negotiation.
Yeah.
Do I have to beat you in pool and kick your ass
or
just kick your ass? Oh, I'd like to see that. Luke, have you seen that movie, My Cousin Vinny?
I've seen clips.
Dude, that's a great movie too, man.
Great movie, dude.
Joe Pesci is something else, man.
And his wife or girlfriend,
Marissa Tomei.
she was great.
When he brought on the stand, he's like, "Can you say your name for the court?" A judge, can you, ma'am, can you say your name? Well, he knows my name.
Yeah. Ball center. All right. What do you got written down? What are we going to talk about? What are we talking about?
Travel humidor. How do you travel? That's what you said. How do you travel?
How do you travel with your cigars? Do not write that upside down.
I can write it down. Well,
You buy them books, you send them to school. Can't make them read.
Can't make them read.
and what was the one? Travel cigars and
What did you say?
Then we're going to talk about the Jay's shop, the Leaf, and then we're going to talk about the podcast. Again.
Podcast.
And then at one point, you need to say, what's up with you getting more comfortable unbuttoning that shirt?
But it looking like Denny Terrio. Solid gold.
John Travolta.
No, brother. Denny Terrio.
Dude, I used to work with a guy that was the spitting image of John Travolta.
Wow.
So much so that he used to go do, like, events.
Ooh.
They actually flew him to Korea, and he was with some chick that looked like whoever that girl was in Pulp Fiction.
Uma Thurman?
Yeah.
Mm.
And they dressed up like that.
For the Pulp Fiction movie.
Yeah. But dude, when you see them, you're thinking that they're twins.
Mm.
I'm not kidding.
The thing I loved about I love John Travolta's role in Pulp Fiction, but Samuel L. Jackson took that movie over, man.
Read that.
Shit, I can't see it from all the way. Oh, Travis. Oh, cigars. I thought he had 2 R's on there. Leaf
I can't write.
podcast. Okay. Look at Rob.
You know what he told me to write?
You know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like 4 dudes beat the crap out of him, gave him brain damage,
Now he
and that's how he writes now.
Just one dude.
It was a girl.
It was one dude.
All right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to hit the music button. 1, 2, 3. And welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have co-host Bryant Falconer in the studio.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about what you're going to do with your cigars when it's time to pack up your bags and hit the road.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we have travel humidors. And if you don't have one, they're a great investment.
Most
And they're not
definitely.
that expensive. You can pick one up from anywhere from $20 to $200,
Tell the truth.
depending on how fancy you want to get. Now, for me, I've got this travel case here. It holds 5 sticks. I never use it.
You never?
Never.
What do you do?
So, well, let's talk about what you do first. Because what I do is amazing.
It depends upon the trip. If it's a quick trip, hence the pun. I have a 3-stick carrier.
3 stick?
Yeah. I don't smoke like you smoke.
I was going to say, that won't do me for lunch.
I'm not Cheech and Chong with this.
Dude, speaking
I enjoy.
of Cheech and Chong, I was watching some YouTube the other day, and I just happened to watch like the first 10 minutes of a Cheech and Chong movie.
Yes.
And I forgot how funny
Oh,
those guys were.
Most definitely, man. But that's what I depending upon the trip now. A full day trip, I take my 5-stick with me, 5-stick humidor.
A full day trip.
Yeah, a full day trip.
Okay.
Now, if I'm going out of town like I did when I went home,
Yeah.
that Pelican case that you gave me,
Oh, yeah, that holds like 20.
yeah, it actually held 30.
Wow.
It held 30 of them in there, and I had my the travel humidor, the humidifier system in there when you wet the pellets up with the purified water, and it lasted the
Is
entire.
that the ones with the black
Yeah, with
pellets?
little black pellets.
They're like little black balls that
Why did you have to say that, man?
they are like tiny, but then when they absorb
So
water, they get big.
They get bigger, and they hold that water and they humidify the humidor. But that's the one I take when I take longer trips, because then I can put more sticks in there. Now,
Yeah, I completely get you.
I have ran to the Leaf because I needed to get out of town real quick and got 3 or 4 sticks and traveled with that plastic bag and what's the name?
As long as you got a Bovetta pack
Bovetta in there, and it's just it lasted the entire trip. So it depends upon the trip,
Yeah.
what I use, what I take, and I actually have to think through it because I don't want to mess up my sticks. I want to have enough where I can enjoy myself while I'm gone, and so that necessitates which apparatus
see,
I use.
I normally never have to carry that many cigars with me because all my trips are planned around cigar shops.
I got you.
You know,
I got you.
For real.
I got you.
I mean, I know, like, when I go out of town, I know where the cigar shops are. And if I go somewhere I've never been before, I Google it. I see what time
Yeah.
they open, what time they close. So I don't have to carry that many cigars with me. But normally what I do is if I'm just traveling to, say, Lubbock or Dallas or Austin or somewhere,
Gotcha.
most of the time I'll just leave them in the plastic bag
Okay.
that comes from the cigar shop with the Bovetta pack.
Okay.
Now, I have gone to, say, like Ruidoso before, and at that time I didn't know what the cigar shop situation
Okay.
would be. So what I actually did was I took a cigar box from one of the cigar box purchases I'd made, and, it holds 20 cigars.
That's right.
And you put in a Bovetta pack.
You good.
As long as it's got the latch on the front, it's a humidifier.
Fire, yeah.
Or it's a humidor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so that works great. But very rarely do I have to do that because most of the time when I plan my trip, just like when we went to Dallas a couple of weekends ago, the whole reason that we picked the hotel that we stayed at, which by the way was the Hilton Garden Inn, which was very nice in McKinney, Texas, Frisco. But the whole reason that we picked that is because I went through probably 50 hotels online, and I found the one that had the best outdoor patio.
Okay. So you could smoke.
Right. And we ended up having some friends come by. We sat out on the patio. We were social distancing, but we had bourbon. We had cigars. And it was so nice to get together with some guys and smoke cigars because, we haven't been able to do that in a long time.
No, that's true.
But so when I plan my trips, I plan my cigars that I want to take, and I always take more than what I need because the worst thing you can do is run out and not have cigars available.
Oh man, you talking about the Joneses, as they say. You sitting there like, I need a stick. And see, I had that Where to Smoke app on my phone, so I just put in the zip code and it produces all the cigar shops within
really?
I set the radius 20, 50 some miles on it, and it shows all of them there.
And what's that called?
Where to Smoke.
Oh, well, I'll have to download it. I didn't know. I just Google everything, but that would be cool.
Yeah. And it takes you across because when I went home to St. Louis, I used it.
So can you put in a zip code?
Yeah, that's what you do.
Boom.
You put the zip code in there, and it produces all the cigar shops in that zip code.
Huh. And it's Where the Smoke
Where
is.
to Smoke.
Oh, Where to Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out. That's a new one for me.
It's a good one, too, because it helped me when I went home. I ain't going to lie to you, because I had some good premium smokes. Then I had some, those that you don't worry about throwing half away.
Sticks. Yeah.
You know what? And I ran through my throwaways and I was like, I'm not gonna be driving on the road smoking a premium because I'm gonna have to stop.
Right.
So I was like, oh man, I gotta find me some quick sticks. So.
Well, it's funny because when we went to Frisco a couple weeks ago, I lit up a cigar that was plugged, and I was just like, and I I threw it away.
I know how you throw them away.
So, let's just say I got rid of it.
Yes.
And my buddy Tim was like, dude, that was a brand new cigar. And I was like, yeah, and it was a piece of trash. Because if I can't enjoy it, I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, because that's what it is, a waste of time.
Yeah, so.
You're not going to enjoy it. You're going to get angry. You're going to look at the stick and like, okay, should I crumble this up?
And I'll tell you what was great about that trip to Frisco.
What's that?
So we get on the road. It's about 6:30 p.m. on a Saturday night, and GPS says, go I-20 up to whatever, and then over to Dallas, and then up. That's not what we did.
What you do?
We went over to Cisco, and then we cut north.
From Cisco?
Yeah, from Cisco.
Okay.
And then from there, we went through Breckenridge. Then we went through Graham, and then we went through, we went through Jonesboro.
Yeah.
And then over to Denton and Runaway Bay.
You went up north through, headed toward Wichita Falls, and then hit Jonesboro, Graham and Jonesboro, then went east from there. And that's cool, man. I like that. Because I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that when I had Wichita Falls as one of my areas when I was a DHS. I'd travel up. I'd go up 380 and hit all those going in, and then get to Wichita Falls on the back end, and then come out 44 277 back down. Make it a complete circle, as they say.
Well, I'll tell you what, just driving the back roads,
it's beautiful.
Seeing the countryside.
That's where I saw that bull in Throckmorton too.
Oh, that big
God,
sculpture.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great sculpture.
Yeah, that's a terrifying sculpture. You see that from a distance, you're like, that is huge. And you get closer, it's getting bigger.
Yeah, that artist actually lives there in Throckmorton.
Wow.
Yeah, really does a lot of cool work.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah.
That was a lot of work.
So, no, it was just great taking the back roads. And we actually stopped at a little liquor store in Bryant, Texas. That's where we picked up this wild turkey rare breed.
Okay.
And so we were looking on the GPS because there was like running out of liquor stores. There wasn't one in Graham. There wasn't one in Breckenridge. And I was like, it's because by now it's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're going to run out of time. And so we got lucky. I picked up 2 bottles, and then we went over to the hotel, and then Sean shows up with like 6 bottles.
So you were happy. The oldest in you was okay.
Right. So anyway, we had a great time, great trip. And
answer me this question.
Yeah.
Why are you getting so leisurely over there?
So here's the thing, man. You know, I don't like my top button buttoned. It kind of bothers me. So, but you know, the funny thing is my wife's always making fun of me when I have my shirt unbuttoned that far. But what's really funny is when my daughter was young, about 12 years ago, she used to go to like a thrift store, a used secondhand store that just carried whatever. I mean, crazy amount of stuff.
Gotcha.
And she came home with a chain that had a cursive R on it with diamonds, not real diamonds, of course. And I would wear that around, and it would be
Flavor Flav.
yeah, it was hilarious.
Starting off looking like Denny Terrio, now he Flavor Flav.
Hey man,
oh my
so
God, man.
Let's talk about the Leaf a little bit more.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
if you guys haven't been by there, first of all, you got to meet Jay and Corey. They are the owners there, and you couldn't find two nicer guys that run a cigar shop.
More caring guys about the community. No, you won't.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just not your regular cigar shop owners. They are part of the community,
yes.
and they care about the people. They care about even people who aren't cigar smokers.
True.
They're over the top caring, and they actually are so caring, they make me feel guilty.
I have to say that's not hard at times, though.
I'm
Knowing
just saying,
you, man. Knowing you.
I'm just saying.
I got you, bro.
But, you know, I'm so excited that they're going to be opening that place on North 2nd, downtown
sir.
Abilene.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Next time we'll have the address. That'll be before August 1st.
Yes, sir.
But I can't wait to go in there and just sit down and smoke a good cigar.
Most definitely.
And I can't wait to see what cigars that I think he's going to bring in to fill some of that space. Because right now, I think the humidor is like, I want to say 12 or 13 by like 14. Yeah. And it's packed.
Yes.
Dude, from floor to ceiling.
Yes, it
and
is.
then there's an island in the middle, and it's packed.
Yes.
But this new humidor is so much bigger. I think there's going to be bringing in some new stuff for us to try.
He's showing things that he's trying to bring in. It's amazing because you talk about the old humidor. He was finding things that were in there for 4 years.
They were
ago.
packed in there.
Yes.
You couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it.
Right.
And now he's going to have the space to display everything that he has, everything that he's bringing in. And it's going to give an opportunity to make that shop what it really is. The epitome of a cigar lounge, man.
Now, let me ask you this. I didn't notice, but are those front windows tinted?
I think they are.
That'll be nice,
That's
too.
even better, especially with the sun. Oh, God.
And, dude, did you see the humidification system? They went all out.
As they say, they went all the way out.
Yeah, they did.
All the way out.
Hey, guys, before we go to commercial here, I want to just say go by cigartalkradio.com. Check out our other episodes. You'll find some great interviews there. You'll find a lot of good cigar picks, a lot of good information about cigars. So if you're going to take the time to go by, you might as well register, too, because we do a giveaway every single week. Right now, we're doing one with Moose Mountain Good Coffee.
Yes,
so
sir.
you're going to want to check them out. That's who we're going to talk about on the next segment. We said we're going to talk about coffee, so we won't want to run out.
Gotcha.
And I drank some of their coffee today, actually.
How was it? Which one?
I drank the Costa Rican.
Okay.
I love that one, but my favorite is the Ethiopian.
Yeah.
It's lights out.
Gotcha, bro.
Anyway, guys, we'll be right back after the break. Done. All right, that was good. We got one more segment.
I noticed something.
What?
This button's sensitive.
The cut?
Yeah, just resting my finger on it, sometimes it just cuts. Because, like, every once in a while, so I'm watching Bryant, I can't see you. But I'm watching Bryant to see, like, when he's an out.
When you look back, you've already cut.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then I'll hit cut, and then I'll look back after a bit, I'm like, oh, it's on you. But it's only been for like 10 extra seconds. For the most part, it's been good. Oh, you only hit it a couple times. Oh.
You smell the difference in there. You smell sick. I mean, matches right now.
I thought you were going to say bourbon. Dude, that's so hilarious that you didn't know that the night before I had just been chugging it.
Not at all.
And you know what? I sat there watching you drink it, and I was like, I ain't going to say nothing.
Look at it. Look at it.
Drink it up.
Swallow.
Woo. So, how long has Ed been gone now? About 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah.
See, Larry and him came over, and then Larry's been over, I think, twice since then. And then one weekend he didn't come. So it's been 4 weeks, I think. Let's talk about coffee and cigar groups.
Okay.
You got the barrel burners.
Distinguished ruffians.
You've got the smoking shields.
The ambulance. What's the new one? The ambulance.
I ain't seen that one.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the sticker that came with my knife.
That's a nice sticker.
I like that scallywag one, man. If I order from them again, I'll let you have the one they send.
Okay, if you are.
Why don't you put one of those up?
Huh? Put one of what? Oh, yeah, we got to put one of the new ones up there.
Yes. Doing good.
You know what I like about our stickers that most people don't have?
What's that?
The split back.
Yes, the split back so you can peel them off.
Yeah. Everybody else, you got to use your fingertips to.
Yeah.
Does that look straight, Luke?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's definitely not.
Yep.
It's not?
Nah, you look at it, it's not. Nope.
Well, it's good enough.
It's the amber lamps.
Amber lamps.
Not ambulance. Amber lamps. And look, they have an ambulance on there. You know, that's how we say ambulance in the hood. It's the amber lamps.
Really?
You see that amber lamps? No, I didn't see the amber lamps.
I'm going to post that on the Discord.
Gotcha.
Everybody's going to be hitting you up.
Man, let me.
Did somebody text me or you? Not me.
Last thing I got was from the Discord.
Oh, did something hit us on the Discord?
Oh, it was you putting that picture up there. That's the last thing that hit me.
Oh, okay.
New stickers, 2115.
You see, Trump says he's sending hundreds of federal law enforcement officers to Chicago.
He ain't gonna do them to start a war at home.
Now, let me tell you something. Here's the funny thing: is all the Second Amendment people are all Trumpers. Mm-hmm. No, well, not all of them, but all the ones that are Trumpers are definitely Second Amenders. Mm-hmm. And what they don't see is he's pulling a Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
You see that, right? Like in Portland, Oregon, all the unmarked cars with federal agents with no badge,
No, nothing, just
nothing.
snatching people off the street.
That's Nazi type stuff.
Gestapo.
And the Trumpers are like, hell yeah. And it's like, dude, really?
It'll be you next.
Exactly. It's kind of like,
The moment you go against them, it'll be you next.
as a Christian,
Oh,
you don't think, no, this isn't the Trump thing. So as a Christian, you don't want the government censoring books.
because then they're going to take the Bible away from you.
Because once you let them start doing it, then who's to say whoever's in charge doesn't like what you're reading?
That's right. That's right. But people don't see it that way. As long as you, as long as
it's on their side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as you attacking my enemy, I'm all right, no matter what it does. But then when you turn around and do the same thing to me, oh, that's a problem. No, it wasn't a problem a while ago.
Well, here's what they don't understand. Like, say Trump never attacks his own base, the Trumpers.
Mm-hmm.
But when he leaves office,
Tell the truth.
and somebody else comes in,
Tell the truth.
Trump has set precedents on what is allowed.
Oh.
And now,
Oh.
you didn't vote for me, but I can do everything he did.
Yep.
And that's the most dangerous thing about what
Yep.
Trump's done.
That's what he has this lawyer now that was working with Bush when he formulated a lot of the drug laws.
Cut that for me, please. Which one? The straight cut. Thanks, sir.
And after
That's plugged. Here, that's yours. No, I'm just kidding you. I'm kidding.
it's like, no, here mine. Here. When DACA went back through the Supreme Court and they said that it was still constitutional, that they weren't going to strike it down, that lawyer said, well, okay, that gives Trump the authority to do whatever he wants to do now that is outside of the law. And I'm trying to figure out, well, how? Because the Supreme Court just stated that that wasn't unconstitutional. So where is it against the law? If the Supreme Court is saying it's not unconstitutional, and then it was 7-2, which means
It ain't going to be reviewed.
reviewed, and most of those that voted with the 7, 2 of them were people he appointed. So, come on, man. Come on.
I just think it's dangerous.
Oh, it's past.
When you start sending in, whether it be troops or any kind of law enforcement, because you're not over cities.
Nope. The federal law and the Constitution says that you cannot turn the United States military against the citizens. You cannot do it.
And
And that's what he wants to do.
that's, to me, I don't care if you're doing it for the right reason, wrong reason.
You got to find another.
You can't
Nope,
do that.
You can't do it. You got to find another way. You have to find another way, because the Constitution says you cannot use federal troops against its own citizens. That means that they're talking about, we're going to get the army to patrol the border. You can't do that, because they're not going to just be fighting the people in Mexico. They're going to have to turn around and fight the people on the other side, which is the American side. And that's against the law. You can't do that. And then you're going to have soldiers and Marine and grunts that are going to be going AWOL.
Now you could put robotic turrets at the top of the wall and just
But see, here's the problem. Them folks are going to be sitting there watching them turrets. Okay, they do this at this time.
no. You
range.
ain't seen the movies I've seen.
I've seen them. But see, that's a movie.
Hey,
in real life, stuff doesn't go that way.
Did you know? I mean, you know about face recognition.
Yes.
So America's doing it. All these companies are doing it. Whatever. But China has got it down.
Yeah, they revolutionized it. They were the first to do it.
They don't only know everything you do, they know who you associate with, what material you read, what music you listen to.
And the reason why?
Everything.
The reason why? They have a different government than we have.
True.
Their
Communist.
government, their government allows them to do whatever they want to do to maintain that level. So they have
no restrictions.
None. They can do whatever they need to do.
They can nab you in the middle of the night.
And nothing can be done.
Or in broad daylight.
And nothing can be done about it.
Right. So, but here's the funny thing. Do you know what the system is called in China that runs their face recognition?
No.
Skynet.
The same thing as
the Terminator. And when they were giving a reporter a tour of it, they were like, "Yeah, but this is like the good version."
No. That's what it was in Terminator. Then it changed, and the AI started thinking on his own.
Dude, if the government calls it Skynet,
You need it. Warning! Ding 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 ding.
wow.
Open your eyes.
All right,
open
what are
your
we
eyes.
talking about this session? Coffee?
Yeah, coffee and what did he say?
You need to be paying attention.
My bad.
Coffee.
I think that was.
No, I said something
Yeah,
else.
he did. Ah.
Oh, cigar groups.
Yeah, cigar groups.
Boom.
There it is.
He's good for
Yes.
something. A little slow.
Shit, he was faster than us. We still didn't figure this shit out.
Yeah, but we're more than double his age. Heck, you're almost 3 times his age.
Get the fuck out of here. He in his 20s. He ain't nowhere near 3 times his age.
He's 20. He's not in his 20s. He's 20.
He's in his. When
No,
you
no, no.
hit 20,
No.
you're in your 20s now. You're not in your teens anymore.
I think you could make an argument that until you're 21, you're not into your 20s.
No. He's 20, and when you turn 20 and the next second pops, you're in your 20s.
All right. I didn't say it was a good argument.
You just said it was an argument.
Right. This ain't bad.
He's older
Hey,
than my
hey,
youngest.
Look at that construction.
I see
too,
it.
right off the gate.
I see it.
When you have a nice flat edge and it doesn't
Mhm.
expand,
You have a good construction.
that's the Villager TAA exclusive 2020.
Tits and ass 2020.
There you go. All right.
I'm good because I got to go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah, I got to go to the optometrist to get my eyes checked, which I need to do glasses. And then I go to the knee doctor. Both of them through the VA.
You want me to tell you a secret?
What's that? No. I'm good.
I'm not going to say it on
Nah.
the show.
I'm good.
No. It's
I'm good.
yeah. It's
I'm good.
something that doesn't need to be said.
That's why I said I'm good.
I'll tell you after the show.
No, I'm not going to listen.
Yeah,
Nope.
you will.
Nah, bruh.
Anyway.
I can ignore anybody. Ask
All right.
my kids.
You ready? All right, I'm going to count down to 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have Bryant Falconer in the studio as our co-host.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about coffee.
Okay.
It's one of my addictions. It's one of my loves.
He's addicted.
I mean, I if I don't have my coffee in the morning, day's over.
I got you.
I mean, and now I'm not a complete coffee snob,
Okay.
but I do love good coffee.
I understand
I
that
can't
too.
drink
Folgers,
Folgers.
yeah.
I can't drink Maxwell House. I can't drink Brim.
Yeah.
You know, you fill it to the rim
With brim.
and with Brim, and it's horrible.
Yes.
But that being said, you know, I've only been drinking coffee actually for about 5 years.
You got me.
You know, I didn't drink coffee at all. In fact, I didn't like coffee.
Yeah.
And the reason why was because every time I attempted to drink coffee, I was drinking stuff like Folgers.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, who would drink
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, I don't add anything to my coffee. I
Me
like
neither.
it black.
Black, straight black. Yeah.
So if you're drinking bad coffee, I can understand that you need creamer, sugar, whatever it is that you want to put in there.
Yeah.
But if you're drinking good coffee, so that being said, I was at a cigar lounge. My wife was with me, and we were at the Leaf.
Okay.
And if you're looking for good coffee, Jay has the best
Yes.
coffee on the planet.
Yes.
So anyway, my wife loves coffee, and she was like, "This is some of the best coffee I've ever had. You should try it." And I was like, "I don't like coffee." And she was like, No, you should try this." And so I was smoking a cigar, and I took a sip, and I was like, "Huh." Took another sip, and I was like, "Hey, Jay, could you get my wife another mug?
Because this one is mine.
This one's mine." And so I'm pretty sure that was the Sumatra,
Ooh,
which I'm
yes. I'm a huge fan of that too. Yes.
That Sumatra is very, complex, creamy. It's not too acidic.
Nope.
It's just good flavor.
Most definitely. I got my wife hooked on Sumatra.
Oh, well, it's not hard.
Nope.
I mean, if you like good coffee, then
you will love it.
It's a home run.
Yeah, you'll love it.
So that being said, I've tried a few other coffees and I haven't been real happy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we do have on the podcast a sponsor
Yes,
from
we do.
Moose Mountain Goods. And they make coffee, and I think their coffee is a great, flavorful coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working with them because they only right now do a medium roast.
Mm-hmm.
And as a cigar smoker, I like a dark roast.
Yeah, you got to have it.
Because that dark roast really brings out the bold.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a medium roast guy, you might think you just like burnt beans, which may be true. But regardless, I do like burnt beans. So I'm going to be working with them and actually coming up with a dark roast. And we're going to try several different beans. And I'm going to be smoking cigars and trying different mixes of his coffee.
Gotcha.
Dark roasted.
You're going to become a taster now, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to be the guy handing free cups of coffee.
Right in your wheelhouse.
That's right in my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, I mean, if you like a medium roast, they've got you covered. And I love the Ethiopian.
Yes.
Have you tried the Ethiopian?
Nope.
You know what? I think I have a bag of Ethiopian for you to take home tonight.
Yes.
It's right there in this bag. Not right here. You can't see because of the lights.
That bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, their Ethiopian is really good. I would still like to have it as a dark roast.
Okay.
So the beans that I'm recommending for a dark roast are some of our favorites: the Sumatra, the Ethiopian, the Costa Rican, the Guatemala.
Yes.
There's one I'm missing. Oh, the Colombian.
The Colombian.
That's probably my top 5 coffees right there.
I add the Kenya in there also.
Well, that's Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Kenya AA. That's the one that
Yes.
But Ethiopia is still that same region that you're going to get the same flavor of beans. And the cool thing is, all of their companies that they get beans from, for Moose Mountain Goods, they actually subscribe to a company that supplies beans that puts money back into those communities, building schools, hospitals. And, a lot of people don't do that. Yeah. And a lot of times those farm workers are working for literally pennies of for the day, not for an hour, for the day.
And when you invest back into the community, you get a better quality product because they take pride in it then.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's one of the things he said. He's been down there. He's met with the farmers. And because that the company that he deals with is putting money back into the community, these people have a sense of pride that they're working for this company basically that takes care of them and their families. And like you said, invest in them for their kids' futures. Yes. So that's one of the reasons that I'm so high on Moose Mountain Goods because, we could find coffee
anywhere
in New York, California, Texas, in the southern region. I know Houston has good coffee, but I really wanted to find something closer to home. And when I found out Moose Mountain Goods was right here in Abilene, I was like, I got to talk to these guys.
Definitely.
And Ben smokes cigars. So he's been over here to the studio. We've had him on the podcast.
And smoke cigars and drink some of his coffee.
And that's a funny story because the first time he came over here, he brought his own stick and he brought a Monte Cristo. Yeah. And
I was like, has great taste.
And I said, hey, save that for later. Let me give you a real cigar.
No, he had one.
It was the Espada, too.
Yes. See what I'm talking about,
I was like, you know what I thought?
What?
He's trying to show off.
Yeah. Well, he made a great impression with me.
But I was like, if you're trying to show off, you brought the wrong stick for me. So
my introduction to coffee was kind of funny, but it was when I was in college and I was playing football, but my major was pre-med. So I had practice at 6:00 in the morning, but I also had a 7:30 lab, which is on the other side of the campus. And then you got to study it and you got practice all the way up till 9:00 at night. Then I got to come home and study, get to the dorm and study. So man, I was a coffee drinker, but it was the Folgers. And I got to the point where it didn't keep me awake. It was just like drinking water. So I was like, this is no good. So I just stopped.
Yeah, for me, it tastes like nasty water.
That's what it came. That's what it came down to. Because at first, when I started, it kept me awake. The caffeine kept me up. But over time, my body was like, "Man, this ain't real. This is just water. You got some dark water. We good."
Right.
But I started drinking that coffee at the Leaf. Man, that Sumatra just took me away. I was done. I was like, "This is what I've been waiting for my entire life." And you marry it with certain sticks, the Macanudo orange. Sumatra's perfect with that. You get
I like the red.
I love the red, but that orange, it married perfectly.
Isn't the red the habanero?
Yes.
Habanero.
As you call it,
Habano.
habanero. I was going to say habanero.
I got food on the brain.
You're still talking about that hoagie.
Yeah. The Habano, though, that's becoming one of my very favorite top leaves.
Okay.
Really, it's got a nice spice to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a leathery, little bit of earthy, little bit of dirt.
Yeah. And it pairs perfectly with a great coffee, especially
really
a medium to medium bold coffee. So
it really does. In fact, I think those Daytona, the cane Daytonas, I think that's a Habano wrapper.
It is.
And that's probably one of my go-to sticks in the morning with a cup of coffee.
Okay.
And they're relatively inexpensive. I think there's like $5.50. So it's a good first morning smoke, and can't say enough about having a good smoke first thing in the morning. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing next week.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So we thought we would be talking about some of the other accessories, ashtrays, some of the quality cutters you can get, and then some other things that we'll be talking about, like the punches and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, hope you've had a good time with us. We thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us while we smoke a good cigar and drink some bourbon. And we'll be doing it again next week at this time. So make sure you come by. Go by the website. That's www.cigartalkradio.com. We appreciate it. You guys have a great week and keep smoking.